Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am Many Ninjas, and this is the very much delayed third episode of my Let's Play on Anarchy Reigns on the black side with Jack here. And now with this video we've reached the last of the Altambra story missions, which is going to be a nice little short boss fight with a particularly reoccurring character from the previous Mad World title, Black Baron, or in this case he's called himself Blacker Baron now.
Well. If it ain't my old buddy Jack. Didn't expect to see your ass around here. Chaser Man Jack.
You know they did that just so they could show the grill a little better.
Barking up the wrong tree, Baron. I save my ass for the ladies. What brings you to Altambra, city of tomorrow? Don't tell me there are people in this fine metropolis with prices on their heads.
As if you didn't know the score on every motherfucker within 10 clicks. Always prepared to get that paper. Am I right? Speaking of scores, Jacko, you owe me. And what the Baron is owed, the Baron collects.
I owe you. I remember it different.
Aw, Jack, don't play that. Maybe the motherfucker who took my mark back in Mill Valley was your evil twin. Nah, God wouldn't allow something so ugly twice.
Well, Ugly pulled your ass out of the frying pan when we were chasing that pyromaniac sex freak a few years back. Saw you kept his gloves. You know where those have been, right?
Baby, that ain't cool.
What about it, Matilda? You ready to leave his sorry ass for a real job? Amala and I could use another good chaser on the team.
Oh, no, you didn't! Ooh, this shit's going down right now, motherfucker!
Good. I'm tired of seeing your grill every time I try to get some work done.
Alright, and let the match begin. Just as a quick reminder of how these one-on-one fights work, basically you'll be squaring off against your opponent here, who if you beat in this mission, will be able to be unlocked and thus playable for multiplayer missions, multiplayer matches I should say, really later on. Just as a quick refresher on how story mode settings appear for these one-on-one fights, at the beginning at least you'll start off facing off your singular opponent, but as the match goes on further and the opponent's health drops further, there'll be some kind of gimmick that goes along there. In the case of Big Bull, because he happened to have his gang around, he ended up jumping out to get a breather and you have to face off with some slightly modified version of the usual kill seekers you've been dealing up at that point, in order to kind of prolong the mission a bit. Since the Baron has no such gang at this point, and I don't believe Hilda actually gets involved in this particular one, there'll be a different gimmick that's coming up. In terms of actual difficulty in the fight, Blacker Baron is not really any more difficult than Big Bull, especially considering the fact that, much like all the other AI opponents at this particular stage, he has virtually no throw defense. And in this case, also doesn't spend a lot of time just blocking your blows, period, which will let you kind of just wail away with him on one. Maybe having to worry about every odd now and then him using some kind of a strike that will dizzy you for a little bit, which honestly up to this point only came up only once during the fight so far. Just to kind of give a quick synopsis of why I haven't been updating this series for the past little bit, I've actually been busy with some little side projects, which included getting the IAMNinjas.com website finally up and running. And ouch. Fortunately, as this is a story mission, you have 3 different drives, although admittedly, I really should have not died. Admittedly, using Rampage mode at this point, at least I think that's what it's called off the top of my head, isn't exactly entirely supported because Baron is stuck in a place where he basically has no way to defend against it. And once it starts contacting, it drains away his health and earth. And now the gimmick kicks in. Yep, and as the Baron points out, now you have a time limit effectively to finish this fight off before the plane will crash down and pretty much screw you over. Fortunately, because the Baron is at such poor health, he's effectively a throw away from... Yep, he was exactly one throw away from being finished anyway. I imagine because I died once on this particular stage, I got a silver instead of a gold this time around. Forgive me for cutting the end cutscene here, but I accidentally trimmed it out when I was doing the original video recording, so I'll see you next time on Altambra Missions.